Yo, what to do? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Tony, aka Two Tone. And look, I hold my hands up, man. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. I came in, I was posting on social media. I was like, I don't see us getting 3 points today. I'm gonna admit it. I didn't see us getting 3 points. I said at best we can get a draw, but I'm expecting us, the way we've been defending lately, going to Celta Vigo, it's the night match in Barcelona, I expected us to lose. And I was really feeling down going into the game because I saw that Real Madrid dropped 2 points at Rayo. And look, I said on my stream when I was playing career mode, bro, it's tough to get all 3 points at Rayo. But while admitting that, I was also saying that it's tough to get all 3 points at Celta. So while it felt good to see Real Madrid drop 2 points, I didn't think we'd be able to capitalize. And boy, was I wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong, man. I'm happy when my team can prove me wrong. And today, especially in that second half, they did that. They did that. So jumping into the game, looking at the starting lineup, there was a change made right before kickoff when Mark Casado got injured. So we had to go with Dani Olmo, Fermi Lopez, and Frenkie de Jong as a trio in the midfield. And the back four, we had Balde, Eric Garcia as our fullbacks, Kubarsi and Ronald Araujo as our two center backs, Szczesny in goal, and then up front we had Rashford, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. A lot of people was pretty surprised to see Lewandowski start, but I was actually glad to see Lewandowski start, and I'm gonna get into why I really was happy to see Lewandowski start. Obviously, he got the hat trick and all that, but I will explain why as we go on about the match review. So that's the starting lineup he went up with. And in the first few minutes, you know, like typical fashion, this game was like a basketball game, bro. It was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the first goal we scored was due to a handball that they called on Marcos Alonso. And look, that's just what they've been calling handballs this season. I remember when they called one on Balde earlier, and I was disagreeing the entirety of the match, but they made the precedent that is a penalty. If your hand is out to here and you're turning, but it strikes the hand, that's a handball. I'm not a fan of that, but once you call one, you have to be consistent and call all of them. So because they called it, it was a penalty rewarded to Barcelona. And Lewandowski with his patented run up, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not anymore, at least, because he's gotten older. He ain't really putting that much power behind them shots. But he scored the penalty. The goalkeeper guessed the right way and even got a hand on it. But nonetheless, he scored, and that's all that matters. So Barcelona go up 1-0. And then in the 10th minute, I just want to just highlight that ball played by Fermi Lopez into Rashford, bro. With this left foot, broke about 2 or 3 lines, played Rashford in. Rashford has to finish that. He has to. It's as simple as that. He just has to finish that. But unfortunately, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he misses the opportunity. And this right here, what happens after Rashford misses that sitter, is why I expected us to lose the game coming in. Because the defending on that, after Rashford misses the one-on-one opportunity, Celta wins the ball back, plays it out from the back, and then they move it upfield, and I believe it was Iglesias that had the ball. The defending on that first goal we conceded was probably the worst one yet, bro. Because you got half the team stepping up, the other half kind of shifting back. Balde is in the back, keeping everybody on side, just trying to see where the ball is at. Whole time the ball is being played in, he's keeping everybody on side. The players run in behind. Who even got that first goal, bro? I can't even remember. Iglesias played that first ball. Sergio Carrera. Anywho, nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I mean, at that point, the amount of space that man had, you put me out there and I'm scoring that. Because we guessed it so wrong. everybody was sprinting back, but he was still so far ahead that even if their efforts sprinting back, they was never going to catch up to him. So right after scoring, probably should have went up 2-0. Instead, it's now 1-1. And then in the 37th minute, Rashford did make up for his opportunity that he missed 1v1, because on the left wing, we was controlling a bit of possession. Balde had an opportunity to cross it into Lewandowski, but he ignores it, raises his hands up and apologizes, but Lewandowski, clapping his hand, realizes he missed the opportunity. And so instead of playing that ball in to Lewandowski, he then just plays it short to Rashford. Rashford still being on the left-hand side, he's still seeing that Lewandowski is going to make that run again in between the center backs. And Rashford believes he can put that ball right where it needs to be, and credit to him, he attempted it, and he completed the pass. Beautiful cross in from the left-hand side from Rashford. And when you got a goal scorer like Lewandowski, he's going to find a way to finish that. He got a bit lucky that he nutmegged him. I don't think he meant to do that. But goal posters find a way to score. And this is what we've been missing out the most. Getting back on my point with Lewandowski, I appreciate Ferdinand for what he does, from running, relentless energy as far as pressing, running into space. He's never going to shortchange you on effort. But what this system, the reason why we run such a high line, high risk, high reward, is to produce goals. But if you don't have a 40 goal a season goal scorer up front like Lewandowski, and you replace him for Ferdinand, now that system, you can start to question it a bit, because of the fact that we're not being rewarded with the high pressing, high line, and when we do create an opportunity, we're not scoring. We need so many clear-cut opportunities for somebody like Ferdinand to score. If Ferdinand was starting today in place of Lewandowski, he's not scoring that second goal that we scored. He's not scoring that header that we got on the third goal, which I'm gonna get into. Only one he may have gotten is if he was given a penalty, that he probably would be able to score a penalty. I'm assuming he would. So Lewandowski being back, it gives us our identity back. It gives us a target man, somebody to focus the attack around. It allows the wingers to play off. It just gives us something different. Like I said, I really do appreciate Ferran Torres and everything he gives to the club, but he is not a Lewandowski. He is not somebody who is going to bag you 40 plus goals a season, because that's the whole reason why you play this system, is to create opportunities and hopefully score them. And if we have to win 5-4, make sure you got the players out there that can score 5 goals. And Lewandowski is definitely that. Obviously, we're still missing Rafinha. When he gets back, we're going to start to see more goals start to come in, because guys like Ferran Torres up front, it just really, we're still missing something. He puts in the effort, but it's no good of running a high line and pressing and all that, and we're not scoring on the other end, because the 2 or 3 goals that we would concede in the games that we score 4 or 5, we're not scoring those 4 and 5. We getting 2s and 3s, and if we giving up 3 and 4 goals, now you look up, those are points dropped. So I say all that to say that was a great goal from Lewandowski. Great ball in from Rashford to give us our second goal. Then the second goal we conceded, bro. I don't know what's going on with this high line and the communication, because Frankie de Jong seems to take the onus on himself to sprint back before the ball is even played, keeping everybody on side. The whole system Hansi Flick wants to run is to squeeze, press the ball, and play a high line. Frankie de Jong must have anticipated that somebody's going to be off and we're going to get caught sleeping. We're going to be caught napping at the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprint back. And because he decided to do that, everybody was on side. The ball was played down the right-hand side, and that was the first mistake Frankie de Jong made. Then the second mistake he made was he seen that there was a runner far post that he was trying to run back and make sure he could intercept, but there was already 2 Barcelona defenders there. If they couldn't get that, that wouldn't be on you. But because he tried to anticipate the run and run back, that allowed space for what's his name? Help me remember his name, y'all. Iglesias. That leaves space for Iglesias to be able to receive the ball. Danny Olmo is not closing down the ball. Frankie de Jong is giving him all the space because he tried to anticipate the back post run. So he's already running back. So he has about 5 yards of space behind him and in front of him. And you give any player that kind of space in top flight, they're finishing that. But when it's Iglesias specifically, he's banging that. And good, look, credit to him. You know, just because you give a player that kind of space don't necessarily mean he's automatically going to score. But he was given that space, got the shot on target. Szczesny really couldn't do anything about that. That's a really good finish. So it's 2-2. Now, our third goal, we were a bit fortunate on that because Moriba plays the ball into the path. First of all, before you even get to that, it was a good one-on-one from Rashford, who plays the ball in low. Moriba ends up trying to intercept the pass, but in the way that he did it, he was outstretched, and he kind of laid it on a platter for Lamine Yamal to shoot first time with his right foot. Good shot from Lamine Yamal, but I must admit, it was poor goalkeeping. That's all that was. That was poor goalkeeping. Because Lamine Yamal shoots it near post with his right foot, but it is straight at the goalkeeper. Good amount of pace behind it, but it is straight at the goalkeeper. And the fact that he parries it into his own side of the net, that puts us up 3-2 going in the half. And the whole time I'm watching the stream and we're at halftime and I'm talking, I'm saying we're going to concede in the second half. The way that we played in that first half, there's nothing in there that tells me we're going to keep a clean sheet in the second half. But the way we came out and played in the second half, we took the sting out of the game. Dominating possession. There was a lot of sideways passes, but as long as we keep the ball, we know that Celta is not going the other way, creating an opportunity. We dominated a lot of possession in that second half. They didn't even really get a lot of clear-cut opportunities like how they were getting in the first half. So I'm thinking Hansi Flick must have instructed the team that, hey, in this second half, we have the lead. We don't need to be as reckless. So let's try to keep possession a bit. And I think that's when Frankie de Jong really was starting to step up and control the game. I know the man of the match is going to go to Lewandowski, and deservedly so. You get a hat trick, you got to walk out of there with the man of the match. Some people will also argue that Rashford had a really good game. Corner from an assist from a corner. And he created our third goal that Lamine Yamal ended up scoring. But the engine, the one who kept everything steady level going forward, and he had that mistake defensively. I'll give him that. You know, he did. I don't think he should have dropped back and keep everybody on side, even though he was trying to anticipate what was about to happen. But that's opposite of what Hansi Flick wants to run as far as high line and closing in space. I don't think he wanted you to do that. I think that was really the only mistake he made. Obviously, he got a second yellow, make him get a red card. He's going to miss the next match. But other than that, he really didn't make any mistakes in that second half up until that red card. What's second yellow that gave him that red card? But Frankie de Jong in that second half and that midfield, they were very pivotal on keeping possession, not conceding a lot of opportunities to Celta Vigo. And then our third goal comes from, I'm sorry, we already got a third. Our fourth goal comes from Rashford's corner. Lewandowski had no business scoring that, by the way. And I'm not saying that Celta Vigo bad defending, bad goalkeeping. It was just one of those goals where it's just like, how did he finish that? He was near post on the corner. Off the top of his head, he's not even looking at goal. Skid off his head near post. He's about 10 yards away. And the fact that it beats everybody, including the goalkeeper, bounce off the post and goes in. I just felt like at that moment, okay, we have 2 goals. Let's not immediately concede like how we always like to do after scoring a goal. You know, we quick at scoring a goal and then immediately conceding. But credit to Barcelona in the second half, man. we really didn't do a lot of that. They tried to make their substitutions, putting on Zaragoza. They put on Diego Aspas. They try to put on players that can give them goals. But Eric Garcia has Zaragoza in his pocket. Diego Aspas didn't really offer that much in the second half. So that second half performance, it did make me feel a bit confident about the team moving forward. We got to get some of our guys back. I'm curious to see what we're going to do against Athletic Bilbao, because now Frankie de Jong is out with a red card. Marcus Otto picked up an injury before the game started, and Pedri is out. So we're probably going to get a chance to see Marc Bernal start next game, which I'm happy with. We haven't seen Marc Bernal too much this year, and I do think he can be somebody who can help this team. And maybe he had to be put in a position to where he had no choice but to start due to the situation with the midfield. And if he plays well, then maybe he can earn Hansi Flick's trust moving forward. But sound performance in the second half. Like I said, at the end, it was unfortunate in the 94th minute that Frankie de Jong got that second yellow card. I don't think it was much of a yellow, but he called it a yellow. It's not much you can really do about it. So, big 3 points gained today. Understanding that Real Madrid dropped 2 points at Rayo, and we went into a place that we normally don't do well in, and we came out of there with 3 points off of the back of a disappointing result in the Champions League. This is the type of responses that we want to see from a team, that when you don't get the result that you want, how do you respond the next game? We didn't get the result we wanted in PSG. We played against Sevilla and we got smacked, and we went into international break. We didn't get the result we wanted against Club Brugge. Ended up playing against Celta Vigo. It's a tough team at Celta, and to be able to pick up all 3 points heading into yet another international break, that just shows that, all right, we're trying to improve. Working with what we have, with a lot of guys out, this is the type of response that Barcelona fans are looking for. So, all in all, man, huge 3 points. Happy with the performance, especially that second half. Very mature performance. Outscoring them, really just a 1-0 performance in the second half. And you don't get a lot of those with the style of defense that we run. So I'm very happy with the performance. Like I said, my man of the match, it is Lewandowski. But if you want to think outside the box, I'm going with Frankie de Jong, because he was the engine of our midfield, and he was controlling everything in that second half. Outside of one mistake he made with that, I'm not even going to call it that second yellow mistake. It just happened with that. The one mistake I'm going to call out is for their second goal, with keeping everybody on side and then not closing the ball. But other than that, I thought he was really flawless. So, great performance. Happy that we got all 3 points. We closing down the league table now with Real Madrid. We both played 12 games. They're at 31 points. We at 28. And we know our situation. So, and we got a better goal difference at 17. They have 16. So, as soon as we start getting our players back and we get to pick up and run the games in January, February, especially if we make a signing in the January window, I think La Liga is still on for us, bro. Now, everything else, like Champions League, I don't know. I still need to see the team be fully fit and see what we look like in the Champions League, because that style of defending, I just don't know if it's inducive enough to us to win the Champions League. But as far as La Liga, bro, it's still open. It's still on. And I do think when we play against Real Madrid and we got all our guys back, we can definitely pick up 3 points against them. So still a lot to play for. Good performance today. Good weekend as far as the results. And a very mature performance from Barcelona in that second half. So if y'all agree with me, let me know by putting the comments down below. Like the video if you do agree as well. If you're happy with Barcelona getting all 3 points. And if you haven't subscribed, man, please do. I appreciate y'all for watching. And I'm going to get up with y'all on the next one, man. But until then, two-tone out. Peace.